Well, there have been rumors about the president's health. Many of the president's cabinet members have come forward and been responding with several pictures coming up showing that the president is hale and hearty from his home in the UK. But with the extension of his vacation, it raises then small concern. Well, rights activist and senior advocate of Nigeria, Mr. Femi Falana, joins us on the program now to shed light on some issues on the front burner on the program. Many thanks for coming on the program.
Thank you, Shem.
You heard what Mr. We will still come to the protest. That's one area I would like to get your take. But this seems to be a very key national issue. The president's extension of his vacation for some Nigerians. Some things that I saw online. Some say this looks so much like a deja vu. Some say that it is unexpected. A lot of comments and reactions trailing. What do you make of the extension of the president's vacation?
Well, I had thought we had gone through this before. Unfortunately, we are not drawing the right lessons. Yes, everybody has a right to some privacy, but once you stand forth to contest a public office, there's no secrecy. Of course, the Americans didn't know that Mr. Donald Trump was going to win the election. Otherwise, the media would have insisted that he had to disclose his tax records. There's no secrecy in governance. Once there has to be transparent. I can, as a private citizen, or you as a private citizen, can say, sorry, I'm not going to disclose my state of health. But as a public officer, you have a duty. And that was what the president did last year when he did announce that he was going to treat, he had some earache that he was going to treat in the United Kingdom. The president announced last year. Even under a military dictatorship, General Babangida did announce that he was going to treat radiculopathy, I think for about 1 month or thereabout, in France. Of course, shamefully. I mean, that we cannot manage our own affairs. President Mandela never traveled out of South Africa, for any treatment, even when he was in the prison. The late President Fidel Castro never traveled out of Cuba for almost 10 years that he was sick, But here, we don't really think it's a very serious matter that our president has to travel abroad for, all manners of ailment. Unfortunately, this extension is going to accentuate speculations and rumors, by a lot of people, who, for reasons best known to them, again, maybe for political reasons, are going to go to town. Oh, yes, we told you, But I'm also confident, like you are, that the president is okay. And, and this is where I disagree with Mr. Femi Adesina. If you ask me to pray for you, I must know the prayer points, so that I know where to direct the prayers to. But if I'm asked to guess, I doubt the efficacy of such prayer. For a very serious note, we learned some lessons from the case of the late President Yaradua, and that led to a constitutional amendment to the fact that if the president has to go out of the country, he has to hand over for his deputy, and that has been done in this case. But I think what we are now going to learn from this case, what we are going to insist upon, if you are going to have a constitutional amendment, is that whoever is going to run for public office in Nigeria must disclose his state of health. So it's not a private affair.
Senior Advocate,
it's our right.
Senior Advocate, as it stands now, is the president doing the right thing for not letting Nigerians know specifically what exactly is wrong? Because if you are going to be extending your stay, people perhaps will need the knowledge of why you're away. Has he infringed on any, has he wronged the law in any way?
No. As I did say, I mean, even under the Freedom of Information Act, right to health is supposed to be shrouded in secrecy.
Even for that of the president.
Yeah, but I'm saying now, henceforth, this situation calls for a review of the law so that we won't be left guessing next time. And we're talking of the president. Many state governors go in and out of the country, some for a month or two, some for up to 3 months, without anybody asking any question, without any handover to their deputies, you know. So, but I'm saying that with what we are going through now, because we can't just go on guessing, speculating about the health of the president or the governor of his state. We must get to, we must join the civilized community. We must come to appreciate that if you are going to public office, you have no secrecy. No secrecy. Everything must be on the table. All your cards must be on the table. If you are to
advise the presidency right now, not the president himself, but the presidency, what would you be asking them to do right now? Now that the president is away, a lot of rumors here and there. What would we be advising them to do?
It's for the presidency official to advise the president, to remind the president. Last year, you did inform Nigeria
that you have an ENT,
that you have problems with your ears, which you are going to treat. This year, Nigerians are desirous to know what is the problem.
I've spoken with a few friends, international journalists, some of my friends who practice out of this country, and they've asked me, you are a political journalist, have you been able to speak to your president since he was out of country? And I said, no, I've not been able to. And the question comes to the fact that in this situation, would you advise that the president, at any rate, maybe even speak on the telephone?
No, don't mind those guys. Ask them to tell you to get the tax returns of President.
I'm not even talking about American journalists. I'm talking about journalists in
No, let's talk of our own situation.
That's what I'm asking. Would you be saying that
there have been leaders in the Western countries who never disclosed their state of affairs? Some, it was after their death, including President J.F. Kennedy. Nobody knew how serious his state of health was until he died. But the point I'm making is that as a nation, Nigerians deserve to know the state of the health of our president. I'm not bothered about what they are doing in Europe or anywhere. It's our duty, it's our right. And the president took cognizance of that last year when he disclosed to Nigeria what he was going abroad for. This year should not be an exception. And this is what has given room to a lot of rumors and speculations, which are totally uncalled for.
Is there a maximum amount of time that it must be, it could be away?
No, and that is why
he can be away for as long as he wants?
Yeah, that is why we now have to look at the Constitution once again, as we did the last time in 2010.
Okay then, after the break, James Onanefe Ibori, a former Delta State governor, returns amidst cheers from his kinsmen and supporters in Ogara in Delta State, and he's now in his country home there. Mr. Falana will be talking to us on the controversial corruption charges against him in Nigeria after serving the jail time in the United Kingdom. That's when we return. Join us again.